Hey everybody, how we all doing? It's Katie here once again, coming to you from my backyard trails, my backyard forest. Coming to you today from the burn scar. You can see got a couple ponderosa skellies hanging out in front of me over there, standing all around me and crisscrossed on the ground. You can see them down there. Coming to you from the burn scar today for different reasons, but it felt appropriate for this video, a video that, I have two ideas for this. I think I'm going to post this one on both YouTube and Instagram, so it'll be a little bit longer video for Instagram, a little bit shorter video for YouTube, but I want to put this in both places because I want to talk to an important, not really change, but shift in the platforms that I'm coming to you from, and what much of this kind of shift, adjustment has to do with really owning the fact that what I have created here is really a sort of temple space. Now I've been shying away from this for quite some time, right? Really shying away from the fact that we are a temple space, that we are a space that is devoted here to an embodied spirituality. But it's been a multi-year process, as many of you know, of really owning the earth embodiment work that I'm doing, really owning what that all means from an embodied activism space, from a earth regeneration space, but also from a space devoted to self and our own sort of spiritual or embodiment path. And if you know me, you know for a long time, like I've been struggling to come up with the words for the work we've been doing here and what this sort of space is that we've been creating. And I've been speaking to the fact that we've been in this sort of eclipse portal lately. So if you're watching this close to the time it comes out, we're moving at the end of March into the end of an eclipse portal. There will be a new moon eclipse on Saturday, and with that, it kind of ends. It's a soft ending, not a hard ending to this eclipse portal, this eclipse season being a time of eclipsing out the old and eclipsing in the new. And sometimes we experience that with these drastic life changes, right? I've had times in my life where, life just changes completely. For example, 3 years ago, I was out here walking through the forest. It was twilight and the sun was setting behind this ridgeline over there. And as the sun faded, the light left this earth. What happened was that all these ponderosa skeletons started to appear with a greater force. And what happened to me on that night changed everything. It was sort of the beginning of what pulled me out of a space where I was focused on human health, physical health, metabolic health, and pulled me into a space that is more holistic, more collective healing, focused on healing not only our own selves, because that's an important part of the path, but healing in connection to this earth. And, unless you're new here, that's what we're doing here. We are healing this earth. We are healing our own selves. We are healing humanity as a collective web of life. We are stepping away from, sorry guys, we're going to get a big gust of wind here. Hopefully that's not too annoying. But we are moving away from this way of being where we see ourselves as isolated systems. We are moving into a way where we see ourselves as a collective web of life. Yes, you as an individual are a sovereign individual, you are a sovereign being, and that is important to understand and embody, right? Staying grounded in self is the fundamentals of everything we do here, and it is the foundation from which we can truly begin to open to that which we are connected into. It is a healing process as we sort of regenerate those connections. It is a healing process as we regrow and re-know, like come to know those connections because they do already exist. We are here to remember them. We are here to nurture them, to grow them, and to learn to do it skillfully. Because that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. And that's what we've been doing here, right? So we've been doing here for years. But, what I want to speak to today is a sort of reaffirming and a grounding a little bit deeper into this. And I did this in a couple ways. One, I renamed our Instagram handle Forest Body Temple to honor the fact that this is a temple space. Two, I am going to bring back the We Are the Forest space online. I had this open. I opened it in 2022 as sort of this space where I was in my own sort of explorations of what it was that was asking to be brought through me. I was teaching yoga and guided meditations, but I was also doing it in a way that didn't really fit any structure I'd been taught, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I created We Are the Forest as a space to sort of explore the different ways that I wanted to guide you through practices. And it was beautiful, but it was also more of a learning process for myself than it was an ability to really bring you a community. And so I shut it down, but I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back as a space for you to be able to explore your own embodiment path, again, in connection to self, in connection to this earth, for healing, for self-healing, for healing our planet, for calling in this light-filled transformation that we're all seeking. What else is here? This isn't brand new, but the We Are the Forest ebook is available for you to purchase. In that ebook, I tell my story, not in full depth. It's a short, 30-page book, but I sort of guide you into the basis of what we're doing in here. And most importantly, I bring you 10 plus practices, different practices that you can use to tune in, to practice, to actually do the thing that we're talking about here. Get another gust of wind. It's spring here in New Mexico, and the winds are wild, which are often scary. It's dry right now. We're entering fire season, and that's scary considering how dry it is. And I am hoping doing whatever I can, which I recognize isn't much, to hold space for smooth sailing through this fire season. As you know, if you know me and my story, or the story of this land here in northern New Mexico, the forest is largely gone. We've lost much, if not most of it, and losing more of it would be absolutely devastating. We need to be headed in a different direction, one of regeneration, which, again, if you know me, you know that I'm actively working on a regeneration project. By joining We Are the Forest, you can support those efforts financially. That money goes largely to everything that's needed to regrow a forest. Much of this process has been about doing it as far removed from a capitalistic system as I can. So what that means is going out on the land, collecting pine cones, collecting seeds, incubating those seeds, planting the seeds, growing trees, right? Doing it all directly in connection to the earth and disconnected from a capitalistic system. That being said, we do live in a capitalistic system, and there is a need for funds to supplement the seed supply, to purchase saplings, because I haven't quite mastered the process of growing my own saplings. There's a lot going on here, and with your support, you can help this forest, one that's in need of a lot of help, and you can help yourself. You can help yourself as you connect into this embodiment work, learn more about it, get more of the practices, the guided meditations, the activations, the yoga practices. There's so much there. It's such an eclectic space, you guys. It's we're doing yoga, we're doing meditation, we're doing earth activations. It's a creative space, just like the forest, right? It's eclectic. It's not a linear path. There's no place I'm trying to take you to. You know, it's not start here, get there. It's a playground. It's a playground of experience where we can hang out, have some fun, do some important healing work. All right, I think I'm going to close for today with that. There's other ways you can join into. Make sure you subscribe to the Upward Slopes newsletter, the Mountain Mystic newsletter. It's the same thing. Upwardslopes.com will get you there. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me today. I look forward to catching you in whatever this next space is that we find ourselves together.